it up for our host, Leica!
So 10 years ago, when I started to first flip homes, buy properties, like educate myself on what to do, there was no social media, there's no bigger pockets, there's no books, there was no meetup groups, there was a RIA, and no cool people went there, but there was not a lot going on in terms of community. And so when I first met our speaker, I was blown away with how humble he was, how much he had done, and this is 10 years ago. And we walked a distressed property together. It was a house in Madison, and it was not that distressed, but I felt like every piece of drywall had to come down. So he walked the house with me for 3 hours, and he said, yes, fix this, don't fix this, paint it this color. And then when we walked outside the house, there was 2 people standing there with an earnest money check. They were investors that had just seen the house before me, and they were ready to buy the house. So they ended up buying the house, and he had just spent 3 hours with me. But that didn't go to waste, because since then, I've probably bought like 50 deals from him, including this building that I bought from him. And not just that, we've had an amazing real estate ride together. And last year, we got to host the Bigger Pockets, the largest Bigger Pockets conference. We got to MC that together in Orlando. That was pretty epic. We got to be nervous together, we got to be excited together, we got to be like losing our minds together, so it was just like so much fun. But the one thing I'm going to tell you about him is there's been deals when I've lost money. Deals that I bought from him. And he's always had my back. And he has this great talent for also hiring amazing people, and his whole team is back here. So if you haven't had a chance, I want you to meet everyone. Actually, his whole team, can you come up here? Let's welcome our speaker together. Okay, if you want to meet Dainard, I want you up here. Everyone, including Alan.
Be covered.
Woo! Give it up for his amazing team. Thank you, Peter. That's you all really good. Thank you one more time. Max, Jen, who I bought this building from, Megan, who sold all of my listings, Tiana, who's going to bring me a deal, Thomas, who I'm buying a deal from, and it's been Aaron, who I love, that's all my open houses. Vlad, I don't want to talk about Vlad. He's my number one wholesaler. Let's talk about him. Amanda, who I love, and Dallas, who I've never met. So, can we welcome your boss on stage? Ready? What are we going to do? 1, 2, 3, go, Jerry!
What I wanted to build was, how do you help investors really get to that next step? And that doesn't come from concepts, it comes about knowing. How do you structure your deals? How do you grow? Where are you trying to go with your goals? And we've created a course for an academy that services investors all the way through. It's not about just knowing one thing. So we have a fix and flip course that's actually launching in 2 weeks, Amanda?
June 24th.
June 24th. We'll be teaching 8-week course about how to find a deal, how to secure it, how to finance it, rehab it, sell it for a profit. We have a private money lending course. A wholesaling course just came out, and then we have a portfolio building course, which I'm going to talk a little bit about tonight. And our goal is to make you a well-rounded investor so you can transact on any type of deal. And the more you know, the more you can scale and grow. Because that's what we're trying to do. It's like, how do we get to that end goal of financial freedom to where you don't have to work and your assets pay for your lifestyle? And it doesn't come from doing one thing. It comes from knowing how the whole businesses work, creating your goals, and then putting a tangible plan together. And that's what we teach you at ProjectRE. So what is value add construction? Value add constructions are plans that create wealth. You know, when I started in this business, I did not have money. I think I had $5,000-6,000. I started wholesaling. I scratched together another 20. And then I started buying and creating value through real estate and doing it through construction plans. It starts with the right plan, not the buy. You hear that in real estate all the time. It's all money's made on the buy. Money's made on the buy. I fully disagree with that. The money is made on the plan. And the reason I can say that is I buy deals on market that no one will touch. Actually, today, I just got my P&L on the deal. And we did well. We made over $350,000 on this house. This house is on market that anybody could have bought, and it was sitting there. But no one wanted to put the plan and put the effort in to put the plan together. If you put the right plan on deals, you can maximize them outside the performance that you guys are looking for. So it's on making wealth in real estate is on the plan. A construction plan value add construction is a construction plan that increases the value and creates more equity in the property. It ranges from adding cosmetic updates to creating infinite square footage. The larger the scope of work, the larger the gain. Mastering value add construction plans is the X factor in how fast you are going to grow as an investor. And the reason I say that, we started our portfolio with 8 doors. By 2010, we had 8 properties. Then we bought all value add, the burnt properties. We bought properties, we increased the value, we created equity, and then over the last 10 years, we have traded that equity for almost 1,000 doors in the Pacific Northwest. And so by doing value add construction, you create the equity, which is money in your bank that you can start trading. And in today's market, there is no cash flow. It's hard to find. You got to leave a lot of capital in the deals. If you create the equity, you create the capital, you can go buy more real estate with not depleting your bank account. Why value add construction? It creates large equity positions you can turn into high cash on cash returns to grow financially. Large equity gains allow investors to maximize leverage with banks and have the capital return. That is what we are trying to do as investors. It is your gunpowder in real estate. It's your money. We always need more money for that next deal. So with value add construction, you're allowed to utilize a bank. Banks are going to finance you 70-75% of a new appraised value. If you're buying below market value and increasing it, you then can lever with a bank, get all your capital back, and go do it again. And if you really want to grow, you can do it 2 different ways where you're getting your money back, you're working it in flip properties, you're doubling your money, and then you're still buying your portfolios and getting your money back. That's how we grew. And so it's all about creating that leverage position. The more gunpowder you have, the more you're going to scale and grow because it starts compounding on itself. Again, I started in this business with maybe $5,000-6,000. Saved some money wholesaling, put it together, bought my first flip. I tripled my money at that point. Took the triple, went and bought a rental property, started burying those properties, and kept flipping. And if you do that over and over and over again, you can compound 30-40% returns, and it will exponentially grow your portfolio. We know contractors come and go. You have to constantly be building up your construction team. We have, at any given time, I say minimum 2, we have at least 4 to 5 generals that can work today. We have 5 different trades for electricians, plumbers, roofers, and HVAC. The reason we keep these big benches is because how you create value is controlling your construction costs. If you do not control your cost, you will not make a gain and go like traditional. So as you get into this business, it's up to you to manage these people. You need a good product team who's going to get your property to highest and best use. Are you adding units? Got to have a product team. Are you creating your veterans bathrooms? You need to curate that. You need to have the team that can push the numbers through. You want a construction lawyer to protect you with the right paperwork to protect your job site. You need stabilized financing. And you need a construction lawyer. You need someone that is going to come in and allow you to purchase this property in terrible shape that a conventional bank will not finance you on. You also want lender is going to give you your construction funds. That's going to minimize the amount of cash you have to put into a property. If I go buy a things here and put 20% down and then put the rehab out of pocket, I'm going to be putting 30 to 40% into that deal. So I got to get construction lender. And then once you're done with that construction, you need to make sure that you get permanent debt. So you're not paying 12% money if you're paying, well, today, around cheaper, 7.5%, 8%. But you got to be able to get back into long-term debt. So you got to get pre-qualified with construction lender, cert lending, interest funding, and then your stabilized lender. So, Jason. Yeah, you guys think he's at cross-country. Cross-country is a great leverage. They're really good with underwriting. And then you got to make sure you have a good underwriter on your team. What is it? Underwriter? That's your real estate broker. I think you real estate underwriting transaction. We don't just say, hey, look at this property. It looks like a good deal. No, this is a good deal. And this is why. Here's the property. Here's the cost. This is what we think you need to put into it. You want to hire a right broker team. And then if you don't want to hire the right broker team, then you better have an appraiser or know how to comp out a property yourself.
The biggest thing that I want everybody to take away from today is plans can change because real estate changes. And really the whole goal out of this is just to give back to the community and educate, right? Because what we're trying to do here as investors, we're all trying to figure out how to revenue properties, right? Whether it's a fix and flip, ADU, development, and there's so much learning curve. So there's a project flip where it's 8 weeks where we teach you every little basic step of flipping. You get the contracts, the forms, then we have private money for those who want to lend out their own money, secure their money, make revenue, teach you how to lend out your own money. Now we're teaching wholesaling right now. It's an 8-week course on how to get direct to seller, how to collect assignment fees. You hear a lot that you can't find a deal. You can't find a deal. There's plenty of deals out there. It's about how you execute on them and what plan that you're going to put on these properties.